NICOLINI'S Law Firm, Damages, My Experience, Part 3. I had to report Dr. Handelsman to the College of Physicians and Surgeons in 2017. The reason? My job was threatened. Yes, I could have reported Dr. Handelsman when he sent me back to work in March 2017, and I did not. And I realized it was because of the insurance company, right? One, I could have reported Dr. Handelsman when he sent me to Sunnybrook Hospital, and with the requisition that says, if not inflamed, inject if inflamed, something like that. Remember what the requisition stated, right? If inflamed, inject. That's what it says. If inflamed, inject. There was no inflammation. And between Dr. Chris Karkis at Sunnybrook Hospital and Dr. Handelsman, they provided false report to MANULIFE Insurance, which passed on the false information to Bell Mobility that resulted in no salary, and I was being forced back to work. Okay, so my job was in danger. That was the reason why at this point in time I did not have a choice. I reported Dr. Handelsman to the college. Little did I know how the system works, I tell you. Anyway, I told ADRIAN NICOLINI that I did, and on January 17th, he asked me to forward the information to him, and he stated, forwarded the college report to ADRIAN NICOLINI as per his request. He said he will get involved if I won the appeal. Oh boy. Okay. This lawyer didn't say, no, why did you do that? That's a wrong thing, or he did not advise me in any way. He did not. So I did not realize that I was actually right in my feet here in this country. Yeah. In the past, other doctors have done me wrong and I've never reported, but not realizing the system, I needed my job. I needed my job. And I did not report Dr. Handelsman to get fired or anything. I needed him to provide a right report to my company so I could get my salary back, and be treated as someone that was injured, so I get the right compensation for my injury. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. I'm trying to go fast. Here, Dr. Handelsman's treatment towards my injury, which almost cost me my job in November 2017, for the reasons below, I reported Dr. Handelsman to the College of Physicians and Surgeons after WSIB lawyer ADRIAN NICOLINI stated he did not wish to be involved. So January 26th, I'm gonna go through quickly. If you wish, you can pause and read. So January 26th, Dr. Handelsman, I was examined by Dr. Handelsman, who provided a requisition for me to attend Sunnybrook Hospital, and then the requisition indicate if inflamed, inject. On February 2nd, right, there was a letter from MANULIFE Insurance to Dr. Handelsman, right, and to agree on my return to work. On February 6, 2017, Dr. Handelsman said no. On February 15, 2017, visited the Sunnybrook Hospital, and there was no inflammation, right? So therefore, the doctor did not administer the cortisone injection, and she stated that the cortisone injection need fluid. Therefore, there was no fluid, no inflammation. So it was not given. On February 23rd, a letter from MANULIFE Insurance Company to Dr. Handelsman contained inclusions which stated that I please note that in order to approve the absence of short-term disability benefits, the employee has to be considered as totally disabled from performing her job tasks despite the accommodation offered by the employer. 2, where I should return to work the week of March 7, 2017. 3, working at a slower pace, allowing the employee to work with her left hand only. Dr. Handelsman response, no. On February 23rd, 2017, right, Dr. Handelsman's response letter to MANULIFE Insurance, I told the above patient to remain off work until she was reassessed on March 7, 2017. Okay, then now on March 7th, I went to his office, right? I was not examined by Dr. Handelsman. He looked at the report from Sunnybrook Hospital and he actually said to me, I could see he looked in, he sighed, and then he said to return to work, use my hand, and I will be off for work again. You know? Okay, I was not reassessed by this doctor, but the report of his report to MANULIFE stated that I have improved and all that. Please feel free to read, okay? So on March 13, letter received from MANULIFE Insurance to return to work, right? To use my left hand. And I returned to work on March 15th, right? On April 10th, no accommodation benefit ceased, no physiotherapy. I was left on my own. On May 15th, I went and saw Dr. James Chang to ask for a new specialist, but was forced to see Dr. Andersman again. I wasn't happy about that, but I didn't have a choice. So on June 12th, I went to Dr. Andersman's office, and he was not happy to see me. As soon as he saw me, I knew it was less than 5 minutes. It was so fast. He saw me, he got up from his desk, and he was about to walk through the door. And while he was doing so, saying something angrily, I'm going to send it back to Sunnybrook. I'm going to send it back to Sunnybrook. And and I'm not lying on this, doctor. Okay? I was ushered to return to the Sunnybrook Hospital for the cortisone injection. Requisition stated, if inflamed, inject. On the 26th of July 2017, when I actually went to Sunnybrook Hospital, this time my injury was now 1 year and 1 month, okay, with my injury, right? There was no information. However, Dr. Monique Kriskarkis stated the injection should be administered, although there was no information. I asked the reason why and was told that Dr. Handelsman stated I should receive the injection that day. Isn't this going against the requisition and what the injection was for? Okay, cause of the injection again is for information. Dr. Kriskarkis and Dr. Handelsman informed Dr. James Chang and MANULIFE Insurance that I refused the injection. Would you have taken the injection when you can read, when it's and someone else, another doctor already explained to you what the cortisone injection is for? Would you have taken the injection? Huh? August 17th to October 2017 was placed back to in my regular position, okay? And both times I was having sleepless nights, so I had to stop working again on October 25th, 2017. November 1st, 2017, effective this date, MANULIFE Insurance seized my salary. Benefits were already seized in April. November 17th, 2017 saw a new specialist who confirmed decovintensinitis after examination. He stated that I should not have returned to work. I should have been on long-term disability. This was our talk, right? I was educated on the cortisone injection. He did, okay, spoke to me about it, which should have been administered at the time when the injury occurred in June 2016. At this time, it would only provide temporary relief of up to 2 weeks or less. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. I guess I covered everything, most of it anyway. Okay, thank you. I have also reported a SNE assignment, quality care clinics, to the College of Physiotherapy in 2017 because she was instrumental in allowing WSIB to deny my claim. Now, when I put in my claim in January, she was not my physiotherapist, but I was able to obtain the clinical notes, and then I realized that her clinical notes were distorted, right? She was giving impressions, right, as if I was doing other things when I couldn't use my hand. I even told her I couldn't even hold my cell phone in my right hand. It was so painful. My hand was so painful. I told her all that, but she wasn't recording all those things. I'm telling her what's going on with my hand. Instead, I was in so much pain, terrible pain, and she made conversation. And I thought that, I guess she was doing it because she was trying to distract me from the pain, which is fine. I have nothing to hide, and I'm not a liar. So we were there talking. She was pregnant, and I was saying, oh, my I have a cousin is also due in November, whatever, and all that. This was a chit chat. Now and again, I will ouch because I'm in pain, However, when I got denied by WSIB in January, and I got the clinical notes, I could have reported her, because I said, wow, because WSIB made mention of things that she said. Okay, so that I said, as I said, the clinical notes were misconstrued. Things that supposed to be pertain to my hand, she gave the impression as if I am doing other things apart from my job. That was a reason why, to confuse the situation, you understand? So then I actually asked for the report. I didn't report her then, you understand? When I was denied, and the appeal went through, and I was denied again in October 2017 by WSIB. That's I did not. Again, October 2017, I did not report her to the college. What I did was in November, when because of the medical system there refused me, and WSIB refused me, and then MANULIFE insurance refused me, Bell refused me, so I was getting no salary and no benefits at all. I was left on my own. My job was threatened. That was the reason why I had to report Sneha Simon, and I reported her also because I tried to obtain a meeting, as you can see here. Please feel free to read if you can. Okay, I tried to obtain a meeting, quality care meeting. As you can see, I have been there twice. I've been there for physio at 1:30. I will enlarge that. Please feel free to pause and read if you can, right? And I will enlarge this for you. And it shows Wednesday, 15th of March 2017, I had physio. I went to work the day, and then after work, I went to physio at 1:30 p.m. Okay, they said physio was 20 minutes, and it was not 20 minutes. Okay, I tell you, it's supposed to be, but it usually like 17 or so minutes. Okay, Bikram Jeet. Now, on the same day, in the evening at 5:15 p.m., visit. Half an hour. It's supposed to be a half an hour meeting with Kenny Manning, the manager of Quality Care Clinic, and Sneha Simon. But guess what happened? Sneha Simon was a no-show. Okay? She was a no-show. And then, because of that, I could have reported her then, but I waited. I basically just put it behind me because I decided not to go back to Quality Care. However, when I got denied by mobility, salary, cease, and everything, I reported the Dr. Handelsman and Sneha Simon to the colleges. Not for them to get fired, but for them actually to write the correct report on my injury. All right? So that was my reason. It was not an evil intent. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. As you can see, this is proof that Quality Care Clinic, Sneha Simon, did me wrong, because I started physio on this date, and on the second session, she said reports feels better. Please feel free to pause and read. My injury was 4 months and 11 days, and this, if she knew about Decovine tenosynovitis, she would have known that I was not, that my situation was at its worst state. Okay, when I went to her. Please feel free to review. Thank you. And as I remind you, I've shown you this before, information about tendinitis, which is short for tenosynovitis. Okay, and as you can read here, feel free to pause and read. It says it's important to remember that symptoms lasting longer than 3 months. Mine, when I went to physio, was 4 months. Lasting more than 3 months become habitual and are much harder to solve. So how could I be better the next day? Okay, please feel free to pause and read. And please, I will see you over on my next presentation. Okay, thank you.